hands are freezing. It's freezing. Well, welcome back, y'all. It's actually starting to feel like winter out here. It is incredibly cold right now. It's currently 9 degrees out, and it says with the wind chill, it feels like it's 9 below zero. Tonight the low is 6 degrees, and with the wind chill, it's probably going to feel much lower. But surprisingly, we've had plenty of warm days recently and a lot of wind. It's pretty windy right now, and the lakes are completely open around here. They froze over. I think it may have been safe enough to ice fish for like a day or two. I saw people out there, but it is absolutely wide open at this point. But got everything back in here. As you can see, we got the new bed. Maybe, I know it's kind of hard to see with all the stuff in there, but we got the new bed set up, and it is definitely more comfortable. If you guys didn't watch the last video, I was able to lower the height of the bed 1.25 inches. It is pretty much the same build out, but I'm pretty happy with it. The lid hinges a little bit differently, but I'm stoked on it. Might still go down to a smaller mattress. I had a 4, I went up to a 6. I could go down to a 5-inch piece of foam, or I could go back to a 4. We'll see. I want to spend a few nights on it before I make that decision. Although these foam mats are only like $30 off Amazon, so it's not a big deal to pick up another one. But we're just chilling. Gonna enjoy the evening. I've got something that I think should be really tasty to try for dinner tonight. It's a little bit different, if you can probably tell from the title. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy the sunlight while we've still got it. And I think I'm just going to lay back and probably get a movie going for now before dinner. Just enjoy the views of all the trees and the whatnots behind me. I watched a movie with the missus at home last night, although she didn't really watch much of it. It didn't seem like she was interested. But I watched Begonia. Incredible movie. It's a new release. I think it came out last year, but I mean, it is January. But that whole movie, like the whole thing, you just think I don't want to give any spoilers away if you guys haven't seen it, but the ending, like, I did not expect the ending to happen the way it actually happened. So if you guys like, I don't know if you would call it like a thriller, a horror, or whatever, it is a bit sci-fi related. I would definitely recommend Begonia. Begonia is probably what it is, but we got something new that I downloaded on Netflix that we'll watch. Let's go ahead and get my thermometer out. I should set the one outside for tonight. I suppose I can do that. Don't need to install an update. So there's a new movie on Netflix with Matt Damon and what's the dude's name? I always forget his name. He's been in a lot of movies with Matt Damon. Like, they grew up doing movies together. It's called The Rip. It's a crime thriller. Ben Affleck. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck as Miami cops whose trust unravels after they discover millions in cash in a stash house, leading to internal conflict and outside pressure. And it's inspired by real life experiences of a police officer, and it came out on January 16th, so yesterday. It is the 17th today. So anyways, we get this going. I've got a bunch of movies downloaded. I'm just gonna chill out and watch movies tonight and hopefully cook something tasty. Let's hope it's tasty. Get this guy set out on my bumper. Don't want to miss anything.
You've spoken with our IA team? Several times, yes. And they found your alibi suitable.
Inspired by true events.
There are eyes everywhere. I know.
All right. Well, the movie was pretty good. Definitely kept you guessing till the end about what was actually going to happen. Enjoyed that one. Got a couple other things downloaded, but we're going to need this guy. We're going to cook ourselves up some dinner. So I've got the air fryer right here, and we're going to try to make something with that I have never made before. And we're definitely going to put our own spin on it. Evo. All right. Should actually move this to the other side. I think this is all we need. So I've got some wonton wrappers and some homemade chili that I made last week and some Philadelphia cream cheese. And we were going to make some air fried rangoons, like crab rangoons, but we're going to use chili because I need to use my leftover chili. I made a huge pot of chili at home. It's got all sorts of different beans, hamburger, chipotles in it, and then like the secret ingredient, my brother-in-law Jeremy turned me on to this, is like right when the chili is done, like, well, hour before you're ready to eat, dump a can of refried beans in there and it'll thicken the chili up a bit. And it was actually pretty good. I'll definitely keep doing that, but I've got leftover chili, so we're going to use that, and we're going to make chili goons. And I've never made crab rangoons before ever, but you can make them in the air fryer. I looked up a couple different recipes. So we're going to mix the cream cheese and the chili, make ourselves some goons, and air fry them and see how they turn out. I think they should be pretty good. I've got a little bit of dipping sauce here we'll get into, and then a little bottle of hot sauce that we'll try. So we're going to need a plate out of here, some silverware. I think that's all I need, really. So, like I said, I've never done crab rangoons, so don't really know what I'm doing, but it looks pretty simple. And I think we're just going to put some of this cream cheese right in here and just mix it up in there and do it that way. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. The real test will be, do I even have a trash bag? I might be out of trash bags. Oh, I got one. I think the real test will be is if I can get these things like closed up appropriately. It shouldn't be too difficult. I don't know how much cream cheese to use. A couple spoonfuls. Make it nice and thick. Probably should let that sit out and get a little bit warm, but it'll be fine. This might be a little bit sloppy because I have a feeling this is like not as thick as a crab rangoon stuffing would be, but I really don't know. All right. Do know that you need a little bit of water to do this. Should have refilled that. All right. Let's do. We're gonna try to make a few of these. Let me get this air fryer preheating though. I don't know if you can change the temperature. I don't use this thing very often, but the recipe I looked at said 350. We'll just put it at 360 because that's what it wants to do. Alright, it's preheating. May have gone a little bit heavy on the cream cheese, but it's alright. Doesn't look too bad, right? Like I know what I'm doing. Alright, let's just make a few of these guys up. Probably didn't need to bring this much chili. Alright, we've got 8 of them made up. I don't think I did too bad on those. We'll see what they look like when we get them cooked, but they should take like 5 to 7 minutes according to the recipe. And this thing is already going, so we're just going to set them in here. I've got some olive oil cooking spray. There we go. And I'm also gonna give these guys a bit of a spray. right, those guys are rocking. Should probably set my alarm for 5 minutes, and then it said you could like spray them again with the cooking spray to get them to crisp up a little bit more. We'll see what they look like in 5 minutes. But you know, the chili's already been cooked, so it just needs reheated, so I'm not really worried about that. I think with the small amount that's in there that it should cook up really quickly, and I definitely didn't need to bring this much, but I can eat the leftovers if I want to, or just stick it back in the cooler. It's not a big deal. But that was actually easier than I expected. It kind of makes me want to try to actually make crab rangoons at home, but I think this should be pretty tasty. I mean, really, you could stuff whatever you want inside of them, I guess. So, chili goons sounded good to me. And to go with this, we've got some bachins or bakins. I don't know how you pronounce that. Japanese dipping sauce. It just says sweet, savory, and creamy. So, maybe like a sweet and sour. And then I grabbed a little bit of hot sauce that was sent in, and it's just Louisiana brand hot sauce. I have had Louisiana hot sauce before, and this says sweet heat with honey. So we'll try a little bit of that on there. Currently 3.7 degrees outside and 56.1 in here. So it doesn't feel bad with that heater going. It is definitely cold out there. That wind cuts right through you. All right. What do you think? Well, I really don't think they look bad at all. They're definitely crispy. That one popped open. Crispy-ish. I think they look pretty dang good. Just gonna like keep making noise on me. Well, what do you think? All right, let's just dig into these guys. They are a little warm. We should give that a minute to cool down. Can I grab another drink out of here while we wait? That is about empty. So you can see I finally put new batteries in the light in there. I don't replace them that often because the cold air inside of the cooler kills the batteries really quick. So it does go through them pretty fast if you use the cooler as often as I do, and I use it on a very regular basis. So anyways, got a Arnold Palmer half tea, half lemonade. And I don't know, we're just gonna dig into these things because I'm tired of waiting. Dang. Well, we've got to try a bite without the sauce. That's good. Nothing crazy. It just tastes like chili, I guess. But it's good. I enjoy that. Yeah, you could definitely add whatever you want into these things. A little sauce on there. That's good. That sauce definitely livens it up. That one exploded on me. Yeah, it's almost like a barbecue sauce, like a sweet and sour barbecue sauce. That's really good though. I'm stoked on that. I got to learn how to make real crab rangoons. And the bed height's definitely better because I was like this before, so definitely helped. But I do think I'm going to go to a 5-inch mattress. Since we lowered the bed an inch and a quarter, we'll lower the mattress an inch, and that'll basically get us back to where we were at with the old bed and the 4-inch mattress. But it works great. And a lot of you guys commented on that video about different things to do, and I had a few people already send me links to different camper shells that are the same as what I have. This is a mid-rise camper shell. It's a Lear 180, so I'm looking for a high-rise like a Lear 122, or potentially an aluminum shell. But most of the aluminum shells you see on Marketplace have all been used by contractors, and half of them don't have any windows, and they have the doors on the sides and like the big toolboxes in here, and it would just be a pain to try to modify that stuff, and most of them are just cab high. But I've gotten these comments before, and I got it a couple times on this video of people saying, well, just stick 2x4s under the topper and raise it up. Not an option. I think that looks horrible. If it works for you, by all means do it. If you like it, that's fine. I think it looks terrible. And then you run into like this topper slopes forward a little bit in the front, and then it slopes forward to get up to the cab, and then it comes up like this and back. And so if you raise that up, well, then you're like grabbing the air because that front lip is gonna stick over the top of the cab. It's just not an option. And then the window's not long enough, so you have to figure some way out to extend that. Not doing that. But I do appreciate the suggestions. But since I've gotten that suggestion on multiple videos, I figured I should just say something about it. Anyways, if you've never tried chili goons, I would recommend. Anytime we go out for Chinese food, we always get an order of crab rangoons. And I kind of feel like some of these local restaurants could put this on the menu. I wonder what you could do with like brisket or something like that inside of a Rangoon, or a wonton wrapper, I guess. I don't know. All right, try a little bit of the hot sauce. I have had Louisiana hot sauce before, but I don't know if this is different because I don't think the other ones said anything about honey on them. We're gonna go double sauce on this. And I'm definitely gonna make a few more of these for myself. Oh. That is a very familiar taste. I don't know if I can tell the honey. Maybe I just gotta try it itself. That might be the the fullest one there. I don't know if I can taste it. I almost feel like the chili is just overpowering the flavor of this. But it's good. All right, I'm gonna get a few more of these made up. Ooh. Round two. I think I filled these up a little bit better. We shall see. Well, you guys will have to let me know down in the comments if you have any weird Rangoon recipes, or like a good crab Rangoon recipe in itself. But yeah, have you tried stuffing anything else besides crab in a goon? Because these goons are good. And it's probably gonna be super hot again. Well, we still don't have any snow in the forecast. We got a really light dusting, and that's been it. I feel like I just probably need to get my hot tent set up, and then the snow will actually come. I downed 16 Goons. Now, I could definitely eat more of those, but I'm all out of chili. I used all the chili up. There was a couple bites left after that batch, so I just ate it out of the bowl. But the chili is all gone. So that's dinner for the night. That's good, man. Well, dinner's all cleaned up. I'll lay back and watch another flick to finish out the evening. Some of my favorite nights of camping are the nights that I don't do anything. Just sit around in the truck, eat some good food, and watch some movies. I downloaded also the new Minecraft movie. A Minecraft movie. I've never played Minecraft before, but this looks pretty funny, and it's got Jason Momoa and Jack Black in it, and they're both good actors, so I guess they get sucked into the Minecraft world. 4 misfits are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into the overworld, a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they embark on a magical quest with the unexpected expert crafter Steve, and together their adventure will challenge all 5 to be bold and reconnected with the qualities that make each of them uniquely creative. I think it looks pretty interesting, so we'll see what this is all about. Oh, I should get changed into my pajamas, though. That's better. I was gonna put that away. Oh, good morning, everybody. Oh. I slept good, man. It's always easier to sleep in here with the heater going, obviously. And it isn't just that it's warmer in here, because the sleeping bags are usually enough. But you're not breathing in that freezing cold air, so your schnoz doesn't get all cold. That's always the nicest part. Oh. It looks like the sun is up. The wind died way down. That's good. Says it's 15 degrees out there, so it got warmer. Oh man. I'll give you some light. Yeah, I think I definitely need to get a new battery for that thing. It's just aging out. I charged it fully, and I mean, I didn't have it on that long, and fully charged it was showing 14.4 volts, and it's already down to 12.8, so it's discharging a lot quicker than it used to. I have to pick up a new one. Those lithium batteries aren't cheap though. See the sun right there over my shoulder. Well, the Minecraft movie last night was actually pretty dang entertaining. I enjoyed that. Almost makes me want to try playing the game just to see what it's like, but I probably never will. But the movie was good. You know, obviously with what it was mostly CGI, but some of the parts were hard to tell. It's almost like they had people dressed up in like suits actually moving around, and they weren't CGI. I couldn't really tell, so it was done well. But I enjoyed that one. I don't know, I was dreaming quite a bit last night, and it's weird, but the one thing that I can remember is that I had a dream, and Josh, he's got a channel called Pig Patrol TV, he was in it, and he had just recently posted a story on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, in real life, that he was getting rid of his old truck. He had a truck just like this, but it was a 4-door. And I don't know what he bought. I haven't talked to him. We have made a video together before, but oh, come on, this is going to be a pain to do out of this thing. But in my dream, he had purchased an old 70 series Land Cruiser, and it was set up for camping, and it had like a wood stove in it with the pipe going out of the roof. And the weirdest part about it is it was like, I can't remember if the whole thing was white or if it was tan, but the roof was like hot pink. It was bright pink. I don't know. And that's really all I remember. Like, that part is sticking out to me. Yeah, super weird. But he was in my dream last night. Give me some of that bitter bean water. I also have like a strawberry Danish for breakfast. Strawberry cream cheese fold over thing. There is a lake out there, but I can barely see it. Like I said yesterday when I got here, it was wide open. And the waves, I think it had white caps. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. But it looks like it may have frozen over overnight. I think so. It's hard to tell because it's so calm out. And this should stay frozen now. But I think tomorrow, no. Tomorrow's like 24. Wednesday will be 38. Thursday 37, but that'll be a short period of time. Today it's supposed to get up to 37 though, so as thin as it probably is, that might take a toll on it. I think we're actually into winter now. Cold weather, oh. Although the extended forecast has the end of the month 45 degrees. So try to squeeze that last little bit out of there, and I'm going to end up tearing this thing. Works well. That's a good cup of coffee. Just the right temperature. Ooh, it's cold out there. And it's already starting to get breezy again. But we will take a drive down to the lake and see what it looks like. I'm curious. I think it's all frozen over. Looks really icy along the bank. My shoes are nice and warm from the heater though. Probably be harder for you guys to see, but if you can tell, it's all frozen. So that's a good sign. See if it makes it through the day. I'm surprised kind of surprised it froze that fast. I guess it did get pretty dang cold last night, but you know, it was windy. So anywho, yeah, it was an enjoyable night. Dinner was great. Like I said, I recommend trying that. And I'm stoked on the new bed. You could definitely tell there's more headroom. So if you guys didn't watch that video, make sure to go check it out. If you have questions, because I'm not going to answer them, you got to watch the video that was put out about it. But yeah, like I said, I might still go down to a 5-inch mattress, and we'll just see. I'm going to spend a couple more nights on it before I end up doing that. But overall, it was an enjoyable night. You know, like I said, it feels like winter is actually here now. But we'll see if we actually get any decent amount of snow at any point anytime soon. But we still got a couple of months for that, so I imagine it'll happen. And yeah, maybe we'll try to get that hot tent out and just see what it's about. I was trying to wait for a snowstorm to use it, but it is what it is. So anywho, if you thought it was cool, hit the thumbs up, all that stuff, and as always, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.